Hello, happy Wednesday. I am here. It's uh it's been a couple weeks, but I'm here. I'm live. Showed up for myself today. I know. I had some people asking me where I was the last couple of weeks, and I'm just like I just wasn't into it. Wasn't feeling it. Um just been going through some things. And life has been life, and hi, welcome. If you are here, just say hi in the comments so I know you're here. Yeah. Life has definitely been moving faster than I can keep up with lately. And my goodness, every time I think I am getting a grip on things, something else happens. So, yeah, but I'm here. I'm not complaining, just adjusting, a lot of adjusting. Some of it is not as easy as I would like it to be. But, you got to keep pushing, got to keep going, do what you got to do. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to get into the wine. We definitely, for whatever reason. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do this. And get this going. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Also, I don't know if you guys saw, I posted earlier in the month of April, I was featured on Friday Nights with Nautica and the Rana Report, and it was a really cool segment that I actually enjoyed doing. Made me a little teary eyed because it was a personal, you know, story, I guess, if you could say, but it was really cool. I keep meaning to link it in all my stuff. I got all kinds of stuff I need to do. I just been slacking on getting things done and trying to snap myself out of it, but I'll get that linked. And that way, if you want to listen to it, oh, that's crazy. Uh, that way you can. And I went to a wine class a couple weeks ago at Total Wine and More, and that vlog is up. So if you haven't checked it out, make sure you do that because it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and it was my first time really just saying, "Forget it." It is what it is. I'm just gonna put it up before I change my mind. Like I overthink so much, and it was kind of cool to just say, "Forget it," and be free. And I did it, and I'm happy for myself with doing that because, like I said, I overthink pretty much everything. So I can talk myself out of all kind of stuff. But I was trying to look up. I was kind of not prepared tonight, and I almost said no, I'm not going to do it. And I said I got to show up for myself. I got to show up for myself. So that kind of pushed me to do it. But we're gonna pop open this wine. I am staying in the whites for some reason. So I've got a Sauvignon Blanc, and this one is from New Zealand. I had another one from New Zealand. Can I get you open? Oh, I did it by myself. Yay. Me and these twist caps be struggling. Let's see. Can I get, oh, got my pour in. So it will aerate. Uh, no, I had another one the other day. I just really, which I shouldn't have done, and I ended up not drinking it the day I bought it. I because that's one of the things I'm not supposed to do is drink because of whatever mood I'm in. And I had bought the wine because I was like, I need a drink. And then stuff kept happening and I did not drink it. I did not. So that was a good thing. But yeah. Oh, it smells good. It smells really good. Oh, that's good. This one has notes of fresh lime, passion fruit, hints of currant leaf and floral fragrance. It's a medium bodied, bright, and vivid with juicy acidity. Thank you. I will take that round of applause because no, yeah. I've been going, and sometimes I feel like I'm just going, and I don't know where I'm going, but I've been going. But I'm here. If you don't know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and the first week of May, that first Wednesday in May, I was invited to Hot Water Cornbread, and the event, it was a lot of fun. Definitely not a wine event, but lots of fun. Definitely more for, I want to say 35 and under, the 40 and over. It's like, okay, this could be a bit much. It was loud. I realized I was older while I was there. I was like, ah, damn. But it's super cool. The VIP experience was dope as hell. So it's definitely worth the money to do the VIP if you have not done it. So I went there, and on the way there, of course, my partner in wine, Yana, was with me. So she and I went together, and we supported two other winemakers that you know we know, To the Last Sip and Longmire Wine. They were both there in the VIP, and while we were on the way there, I just kept telling her, I was just like, well, she was telling me a story about somebody else, and I told her, I was like, yes, I'm not going to go live Wednesday because mentally I'm just not here, and it won't feel genuine for me to do what I'm doing if I'm not in it. And she's like, no, you do need to take your breaks. If you don't feel it, don't do it. And I was just like, yes, I just feel like I'm letting myself down by not being consistent. And she's like, if you need to take a break, take a break. And it was just supposed to be the 1 week. And then as that week went, I was like, maybe it's going to be two. And then I said, okay. And then I literally was awakened out of my sleep 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. One of those. Hi, Meg. um, I was awakened out of my sleep, and had this vision of what I wanted to do instead of going live. And I typed everything out. And then when I got up in the morning, I waited till about 9, and I just copied what I wanted to say to the people that I wanted to help me with it. And I sent out a bunch of texts to some of my closest people, and I asked them to help me. And that just went awry. And I said, okay, it's okay. So that didn't happen the way that I wanted it to. And I kind of felt bad because it's just like this month is supposed to be about helping people that have, that are struggling with, their mental health. And I fumbled, but I was struggling. Hell, I'm still struggling. And, I kind of was a little hard on myself. And then it was just some other stuff that was happening. And I was just like, okay, it is pouring right now. And I had another friend that reminded me that rain doesn't last forever. And it's just a little storm that I'm going through right now. And It was just like, okay. I feel like I'm in Seattle right now emotionally. It's just like the rain is here and it's just been rough. It's just been rough, but I'm getting through it. I'm still not doing everything I'm supposed to do, but I'm getting through it. I had my first therapy session in a couple of months yesterday, and it was good. It was good. It was definitely the breath that I needed, if I, put it, that way. And it was so crazy because we hadn't, had that one-on-one in a while. Like she would text and make sure, I'm okay, things like that. And a part of it was my fault. I was making excuses on why I couldn't do it because it was just all kind of stuff going on. I was like, oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, because I have this and oh, I have that. And then eventually it got to a point where she was just like, you need to help yourself. And I said, okay. So I set my appointment, stuck to my appointment. And, she asked, she's like, how are you? And all I could do was cry. I sat there crying for the first 5 minutes of our session. And it was just like everything just poured out from there. It's just like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Why am I not able to control myself? What is happening? And I was still emotional after we were done. And then I kind of snapped out of it. I kind of snapped out of it. Now I'm very, vocal about mental health, very vocal about it. I am probably, I advocate for it so much for everyone. It's always like, you got to do it. And we've got to break that stigma that taking care of yourself isn't a good thing because it is. And it's just been, a lot. But, so I was clinically diagnosed with depression and anxiety. And she wanted to prescribe medicine. Hey, Slim Thick. She, when she first diagnosed me with it, she wanted to prescribe me medicine, but I was afraid of the effect that it would have on me. I mean, I already know that I'm going through stuff, so I didn't want to add that to it. So I just told her no. And she did give me a whole list of things to do so that way I could manage, not cope, but manage it on my own because I wanted to, but because I've been not consistently going the way that I'm supposed to go, um, it really hasn't been the best because we all need an outlet. And it's so crazy because I was telling a friend today about everything that's been going on, and I my friends are a blessing. That's all I can say. My friends are definitely a blessing, and they all remind me of things in ways that it's like, okay, I needed that in that moment. And I was talking to a friend earlier today, and she's like, it sounds like someone's been holding too much in. I said, I have. I said, I hate feeling like I'm burdening people, so I keep it pushing. And she said, you can't allow yourself to be burdened and not at minimum require reciprocity. And the way that hit me was just like, I was about to start crying. And I do, I just, I do feel like sometimes I don't require the same things that I give to people, especially emotionally. So it is a bit of a struggle. But she was, that was something I definitely needed to hear. And I will say that it's something I have to work on. It's something I have to work on, and it's something I will. But there are a lot of, I've been talking to other friends who, they've been like, oh man, I feel like I've been depressed lately. I feel like I've been going through that. I've got a coworker that started at my job that I'm at now a week or two before I did. And she was talking to me about her mental health and, her emotions. And I was just like, yeah, I said, people just think that depression looks like I'm not eating, I'm sitting in the bed, I'm just sulking, things like that. But depression shows in many different ways. Hell, look at Robin Williams. Yeah, he was depressed and he committed suicide. People don't understand that most depressed people are the people who, one, are making you laugh, that are keeping you entertained, that are, very social, things like that. Those are the ones that are generally the most depressed people because they are holding so much in. And she was saying, she's like, I don't know sometimes how to deal with it. And I was like, it's a lot. And with me, there are certain things like I can function, I can still go to work, I can still do certain things. And then when my brain is just idle, that's when it takes over me. Um, but there are a lot of things that I don't. So at work, this particular coworker and I, we take our breaks. We do every morning. Like the morning break is our definite one where we go and we walk together. So we're out there, we're getting vitamin D, we're getting it all out. We're walking the building, and it does help. So it creates a sense of peace with us. So exercise is one way that my our therapist was saying will help me. Do I exercise the way that I should? No, I do not. But I have set a goal for myself that I need to just get up as soon as the alarm goes off in the morning. Give me a quick 30-minute workout, take my shower, get ready for the day, and keep it going. Um, I don't sleep the way that I should because my brain is constantly going. Like I said earlier, when I started was my brain will wake me up out my sleep and it's just like, okay, all right, let's do that. And then I tried like I send text to myself. I'm like my notes app is insane and it made me laugh because I was on TikTok the other day and it said, you ever want to know about a woman, don't go through, her text messages, don't go through her Instagram, look at her notes app. And it was just like, if somebody looked at my notes app, the things that they would see would just be like, okay. Like there are just like, it's insane, but that's how my brain functions. Um, so, that's why I say sleep is almost like non existent. I did get some good sleep last night, though. I think because I got some stuff out that was, draining me. So, and I had some wine. I had a glass of Sauvignon Blanc, and I also had my baby bought me some wine for Mother's Day, so I popped that bottle open yesterday, and I had some of that. So I had some wine, and I slept really well, and I am quite happy about that. I did not wake up. No, I did wake up once, and then I was able to go back to sleep though almost immediately. So that was good. I really got to work on my diet because that does help. The foods that you eat affect your mood as well. So that's one thing I do have to work. This is some really good wine. Um, really got to start working on my diet and really sticking to things that are, um, help increase your mood. Eating certain foods cause you to vibrate lower and they affect how you function. Stop, come out of there. And it affects certain things. So, yeah, I really got to do that. They do. So, let me see. You know what? Cookies make me happy too, and cake. No, seriously, a lot of people don't, they don't realize that the foods you eat are they're very beneficial. I have not taken antidepressants yet. I have not taken any medicine for my anxiety. I do have moments where it's just like, oh man, maybe I should have. But I am one scared of becoming addicted to it. And I want to have that stronger. No, the cookies is taking me out. um, I want to have my brain be stronger than my emotions. So that's part of the reason why I do not want to take the medicine. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of intention, and I my relationship with myself needs to be the most important one first, or I'm never going to be any good to anyone else. So that's part of the reason why I do not want to do the medication. No shade to anyone that does, it everybody is at different levels of what they want, what they can do. And if I feel like it becomes too overwhelming, then I do not have a problem with saying I need the extra help. But I feel like I am doing better without it right now. Yes, I have me a drink, and I do not mind having me a drink. I love wine, and that's just what it is. So, let me see, because I saw the oh my gosh, it's crazy. So there's all kind of stuff. All you have to do is Google, foods for a good mood. But this is a book I didn't even see that. It says Eat to Beat Depression and Anxiety. But there's a list of foods that contain mood boosting serotonin and dopamine. Fruits and vegetables, whole grain, lean meats, fish, can't eat those. Nuts and legumes, low fat dairy, and olive oil. I eat a crap ton of nuts at work. That did not come out right. Um, almonds, peanuts, cashews, things like that. I like snack on those throughout the day. Um, I do need to implement more, fruits in my diet, but no, definitely. So I do know that the foods you eat do affect you, and I want to do like implement other vitamins as well. So definitely a big thing. Meditation. I have not been doing that. I used to do it a lot when I was younger, but mainly because I was forced to. So I really don't think that I was doing it the way that I should have been doing it. But I used to do it when I was younger, and I need to get back on it. I was doing yoga for a while, and I loved it. At first, I went because one of my friends invited me to go, and it started off as, "Oh, let's see how you like it," because she does hot yoga. And when I say I fell in love the first time there, I said, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing." I felt my body felt tense, like it had no tension in it. So I had no tension whatsoever. I didn't feel stressed. It was something about the heat and the sculpt, at the same time was just absolutely amazing. And we were doing it consistently every week for a good couple of months. So it was super cool. And then I fell off of that. But I really should get back on it, like, and make that time for myself. Um it says to avoid stimulants, but guess what, guys? Chocolate is a stimulant, and a lot of people don't know that. So it's like the foods you eat, and caffeine is a stimulant. So you got to watch what you're doing, with that. Music is a good one for me, and I've got playlists for everything. So if I'm like really pissed off, I have playlists for that. If I want to just get myself in it. And I notice sometimes, like, if I listen to music that's the opposite of the mood I'm in, it does help me get out of certain moods a lot faster. So I'm definitely not journaling the way that I should, but that is one of the things that really does help. When I do journal, it's like it flows and it comes out, and it's a lot, but I make excuses for that too. It's like, oh, I need to do this, and then I don't do, the thing that I said I needed to do on why I couldn't journal, and it's just, a constant cycle. So I guess one of the biggest things I need to do is, take myself more seriously. Support groups and peer support. I feel like I really do have a good support system around me. At one point in time, I couldn't say that. and I don't take advantage of the support that I do have a lot of the time. But I have been talking to my my closer people a lot more and just getting stuff out and asking. I do get called out. It's like, okay, well, you could have said this different. You could have done that different. Like, you know, be for real. So I do love that. And that's why certain people that I talk to about, what I'm going through because they are going to hold me accountable. So you definitely want that support from people. But I can't talk in front of really. So now I got to implement some magnesium into my diet. Hi, Danica. So now I got to implement some of that. I heard somebody else say something else about magnesium is good too for something else. So, yep, let me add that to my list of things. Yep, I'm gonna get me some of that. And nature. Oh my gosh, I'm not a big outdoors girl, but I do love the beach. And I keep telling myself that I need to start doing that once a week now that the sun is starting to come out a little bit more. But hi, Kevin. I'm glad you made it. um, hey, and congratulations. Okay, so okay, so look up the different types. Yes, I will because y'all, we all gonna get it together. We all gonna get it together. But we have up in here tonight, up in the chat, the Suckle Center, who has started their nonprofit journey. And I just want to take a second and say that I am very proud of you, and I am excited for this next chapter for you, and just the way that you support women with what they're doing, as well as taking yourself more seriously with everything that you're doing. And I know there are times where life gets so rough for you, but you push through, and I'm proud of you, and I'm always here for you, and I am thankful for I'm thankful to be on your journey with you. I'm not going to go too deep into it right now because it's still in the process of things, but there are some exciting things coming, and I'm so happy for you. But yes, so I had to, I want to make sure that you know that. um, and yes, alcohol is good as long as it's in moderation. So we wind down on Wednesdays consistently because no, it does help because it takes a little attention off. I'm not how I used to be, y'all. When I say, and I've been very vocal about that as well. Like I dare I say it, I was borderline alcoholic at one point. I would come home and have a bottle of wine every day. Like it was that bad. And back then I was just drinking wine just to drink it because it was just like, okay, I just had a tense day. I'm not handling this well. I'm not managing my emotions the way that I should be. So I was just drinking whatever was in the store. It didn't even have to be good. And it was bad. Like a bottle a freaking day, that's terrible. As well as hard liquor. So thank God I'm not doing that anymore because I was down a road of destruction, to be completely honest. Um, I had a therapist before I got with my current therapist. I went through quite a few therapists before I got with who I'm with now. And she suggested mindfulness. I tried it, it didn't really fit me. And I still try it, because my watch tells me, be still and breathe and things like that. And I try it, but um, yeah. So it's like I try it, but I'm not really it helps for a second, and I need things that are going to be like, okay, consistent. Like I said, with the yoga, oh my gosh, it would literally help me for the whole week because it was just like like I was releasing toxins and relaxing all at the same time. So yoga was definitely one of the best that I can say. And it's still exercise. And I noticed I was actually, I was, looking good. So I'm gonna really have to look into getting back on it. But yoga's so expensive, man. So no, I definitely got to get more consistent with a lot of that. Um, Relaxation exercises. Again, yoga is one of the best ways. But hiking, I love a good hike. We've done that a couple times, and I did enjoy that. But I like to be challenged while I'm hiking. I don't want to just do no easy hike and be done. I did like it. And at first, the first time I did the Hollywood sign hike. Ooh, that was a tongue twister. I was just like, oh, it's so great. And I'm sitting here thinking, oh man, that was a breeze until I took my shower and took a nap. Hi, lady. And then I woke up and I was aching in places that I did not know could ache. And I was like, okay, so it did some more work than I thought it did. And I did not do that hike again since then. And I really did enjoy it. But yeah, that I need to get ready for that hike. I need to do different hikes that build me up to that one again. But it's definitely worth it. It took us I think an hour and a half, about an hour and a half. No, we were gone for a while. So it maybe 2.5 hours round trip, but it was definitely worth it. And creating a routine, I think that's where a lot of my anxiety comes from too, is because I was raised with structure, routines, things like that. Anytime my routine is off and things aren't structured, things aren't planned, it does get my anxiety through the freaking roof. Like, I like to plan things out, I like to have schedules. And it took me years of just saying, sometimes you got to go with the flow. Sometimes you have to be spontaneous. Like, spontaneity is not probably my biggest suit. So it takes a lot. However, life happens. Everything is not going to go the way that it should be. And I can't let it always affect me to where my insides are just like all sorts of scrambled. So learning that sometimes routines don't go as planned. Sometimes life is not, you know, picture perfect, things like that does help me. And socializing. I have been going full steam ahead with just being out there doing things. And a lot of it has not made it to my social media yet because, like I said, I've been lagging. I've been slacking on getting a lot of stuff done. And it's almost to the point where it was just like, you just wasted time. But no, I didn't. I didn't because I've done some really great things and is new to you guys, even though it's old to me. But I'm coming out of what I've been going through. I'm coming out of it and gonna be more consistent because I've been doing really good. I only took off a couple weeks this year since the year started, and it's May, so I'm okay. But definitely, those are some great ways to keep yourself going. And I've been enjoying a lot because when I posted yesterday, I had quite a few of my male followers saying, I've been thinking about going to therapy, or I just started therapy, and are there any recommendations? And it's like, that is so cool. I think that we need to break that stigma of men not being in therapy because we all need somebody to talk to. Yes, our friends are great. Friends are great, family's great, but you need someone that has more experience with how to deal with these things to help sometime. Like, it's just one of those things that, is necessary. I feel like we all therapists have therapists. It's just like we all need an outlet. We all need somebody to talk to. And that's just what it boils down to. Ooh, my head is just like it's going a million miles a minute. I need to drink my wine, but I wanted to be consistent and I had to get back to it and get out of my own way, my own emotions, and, just do this. I didn't, normally I'm such a planner. It's like, even with doing this, it's like, oh, got my bullet points, got this, got that. And didn't do that this week. I sat down to do it and I just said, no, she's like, talk from the heart. That's how you get back into it. So here I am. So you do it, bet on yourself because it's, you have to be, your biggest support system first. And like I said, I've been affirming, I affirm myself a lot. Like I said, I have in my medicine cabinet affirmations up to really help boost my mood. And they weren't really helping. And then the other day, I was going through this bag that a friend gave me with, oh my God, skincare products and makeup. And I remember she had given me these cards. And I opened them up and it says ways to use this deck. And they're affirmation cards. It says, read one card out loud every day for 30 days and carry the feeling with you. And today's, it hit me the way that I need, especially after coming off of yesterday. And it says, I am grateful. It says, I realize that what is right about my life outnumbers what I perceive to be wrong about my life. I choose to focus on what makes me feel good. I am grateful. And I carried that throughout my day. I truly carried that throughout my day because it was definitely necessary, because when I think about it, it is so much more that's right than's wrong. And if I only focus on what's wrong, then of course my mood is going to be all sorts of jacked up. I'm not going to look at the brighter side of things. And when I let myself get to that point where it's just like, oh man, this is going wrong, that's going wrong, that's going wrong, it really affects me in such a negative way. And then I end up in these depressed moods. And I will admit, this time going through it, I have not done, so that's how I knew I was making progress. I did not go to my normal, I'm gonna watch my comfort shows. I have not done that. So I'm very proud of myself. I've been, pushing, even though I've been doing my thing, I did not go to my comfort shows. So that's a good thing. So ain't been no Gilmore Girls. I didn't watch Insecure for the 80th time. And that's progress. So I had to applaud myself for that. But it's a journey. I'm still a work in progress, but it's still work to be done. We're all, still doing what we need to be. We're not where we need to be. Oh, Lord help me. But I'm definitely, proud of where I'm at and the progress. Thank you, Siobhan. So the next 2 weeks, I'm going to stay consistent. It will all be mental health topics. If you guys have something that you want to discuss, you have somebody you want on to, talk about something different with me, let me know. Let me know, because I definitely want to make sure that, I'm able to help somebody as well, because I feel like too often we all want everyone to see just the picture perfect side of ourselves. And I for damn sure am not picture perfect. I I get sad, I get angry, I get down on myself, and I am, sometimes I'm not confident. And it's like sometimes you got to fake it. You got to fake it just to get through your day. And I don't want to fake it. I want to be actually happy. So it's all about being intentional, but I'm definitely proud of the steps that I took. And yes, so yeah, I thank you for letting me have those couple weeks for my mental health and for everybody that checked on me and asked why, what was going on. I thank you guys for that because it really does let me know that I have people that care about me that notice, okay, she's not, on her routines and whatnot. So it does make me feel good. It does let me know that I'm loved, I'm seen, and I appreciate that. So thank you. um, but I'm not gonna go on and ramble too much longer. I'm gonna enjoy this wine though because it is really good. And I'm glad I ate already, so now I can actually just drink my wine and relax for the rest of the night. Ew, and I don't have to go to the office tomorrow. Ugh. Ah, salute. But thank you for joining me. I'll see you next week. Same time, new bottle of wine, and have a good rest of the week. We are halfway there, you guys. Just hold on, and the weekend will be here. So have a good week, a good rest of the week, and I will see you next Wednesday, 8 o'clock. I promise I'll be on time. Good night.